Check, check, check. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I think I got like that new update, Windows update that came out and had me a little messed up. But I feel good, man. I feel better. All right. Well, Battle Pirates, there's some stuff's been happening. All right, so FM's restarted, right? This week I should be able to get 2-day ship build tokens twice. Well, I guess that's something. Now we got a new TLC. Hunger. You had a bad pirate day today. Well, cool. Check, check. Test, test. All right. I'm trying to get the music dialed in where I want it. Test, test. Trying to put a little bit of a gap between me and the music, you know what I'm saying? All right, hopefully that'll work. All right, I did have a bit of a nap when I came home today too, so I might be a little off. Yeah, I know. The 100 Reavers are the same thing. That I did know. Gotta get my throat lozenges out. It's like industrial right there, bud. Need it. All right. Need to get a jump on these slides, man. I kind of took a nap. I medded up when I came home and took a nap. My sinuses were kicking in. The weather is beautiful, okay? I mean, it's been beautiful, man. Like clear blue skies, like just low 80s. It's been just gorgeous outside, man. But, you know, it just seems like those are the ones that just set me off, man. My sinuses and allergies. Man, I came home, I was hurting. I was hurting today after work, and I took some bunch of sinus meds and did a sinus rinse and all that stuff, and I basically I just took a nap when I came home. All right, let's see here. These are new. Tiger's been on the ball again, I think. Oh, looky here, he even did that. Man, people always, it's like, you know, when you're trying to be productive is when people try to hit you up for feedback. So annoying. All right. Man, he's gone out and gotten graphics and all of that. Look at him. I'll go ahead. Guy's a beast, man. Just so I can say I did something. Because so far it looks like he's done a great job. Hey, and what? How you doing, man? Hey, good to meet you too, and what? How you doing? All right. So, all right. So I guess he was probably expecting me to get a screenshot of that. All right, and that's a new Conqueror hull, right? It's one that I don't have. Incinerator. All right, let me shrink down and see if I can get 3 columns in there. All right, that'll work. And what I'm doing tonight, you know, I don't know if you're familiar with everything that I do. We're a Battle Vortex show every Thursday night. So right now, I'm actually just prepping for the show, really. So that's Battle Vortex is my YouTube thing. Thursdays and Saturdays, where Twitch is my thing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But I'm glad you found me. Well, Battle Vortex, like Battle Vortex, we're actually in our 6th year. We've been doing this for 6 years. We're basically, you know, we try to deliver all of the latest update information. Sometimes we'll provide extra content, you know, like little guides, things to help people out with Battle Pirates, help them play the game a little bit better, and be a little bit more educated, knowledgeable, not such a noob. And we've been doing it for 6 years. We've been doing it for 6 years. Ever since Battle Pirates has been around, we've been doing this. We've got a couple of other people that do the same thing now, copying us. So I think probably about 3 years ago, I think the Crib started copying us. Maybe it was probably about 3 years ago. And then last year, there was another new one called TFC, and those guys actually got really big. But hey, Frogger. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's youtube.com/battlevortex. Our group page is bp.battlevortex.tv. If you put that in your web browser, you'll get there, bp.battlevortex.tv. And so there should be event posted on there now. If Lad's gotten around to that, he usually handles that part. So I guess let me go ahead and open up kickside.com real quick. So anything we can do to help out. So I'm actually going to do a TLC here in a minute because let me see what this guy says. Doomrooster actually replied, so that's good. All right. All right, so yeah, people are after him to. Okay, let's talk about current spawns. A level 95 plus bases, either spawn or a 103 or 113. It's a 50-50 chance. But keep in mind that because how spawn populations work critically over time, if it's 50-50 but no one is killing the 103s, the first spawn will be 50-50 on the map. The second spawn will be 75-25. The third spawn will be 87.5, 12.5. If nobody's killing the 103s, there's quickly is no room left to spawn 113s. Wipe at 103s and 113s will come. We will continue to monitor the spawn count and adjust accordingly. As to my other point about reviewing difficulty, keep in mind at this time we are only investigating the difficulty curve. As always, we want to gather as much data on the targets as possible before we make any iterations. So frustrating. So frustrating. Alright, so let me see. The 4th release day, 4th of July holiday. I'm going to open that up. Let's go ahead and I'm going to check out that FM transition roadmap one more time. All right. Get that out of my way. Hey, Super. What's up, buddy? Oh, it's so terrible, man. So basically, if you don't get your FMs done early, you're screwed. And that's a dang shame. When you stuck doing 103s, but you know what? I hit 103s last week, and I don't recall a 103 ever turning to a 113. I don't recall it ever happening one time. All right. All right, so next week it's going to be Wednesday again. Transition roadmap. So here we have the 28th. So spawns 43. Introducing new sets of targets, 40s through 109. So it just means everything should be done this week, right? 40s and up. And all right, so we have the new Hunger TLC. Prize pack 1. So this is a turret special. Weapon power consumed. All right. Radioactive reload 40%. Shockwave damage plus 20%. Launcher supercharge times 3. Now, as far as I'm aware, let's go in here to the base real quick. So let's look at some turret options. So equip turret. Let's clear off that bad boy. We're going to go see what this new one looks like. If we can find it. We got this new guy, the Phlogiston launcher. That's available in the TLC. And I need a level 1 intelligence lab to use it. I need a level 1 intelligence lab. Let's see, what level is my intelligence lab? Oh, it's an 11. My intelligence lab's 11, everybody. It's not a 1. All right, equip turret. Let's clear that off again. Power consumed 8,600. Bug much. Bug much. I guess I gotta go out there and win this freaking thing so I can actually see what it looks like on there. What a shame. What a shame. Let me see. There's the alloy panel COM also out there somewhere. Oh, that was, we talked about this. That's in the Forsaken mission, right? I should be winning that next time I do FMs. But the Radium Reserves. And I will say I've noticed that this launcher range is 200. Damage is 17,000 and the shockwave's 25,000. That's pretty serious. Yeah, it's pretty serious. All right. Okay. Well, cool beans. I guess that conspiracy, excuse me, theory's out the window. All right, now this Hunger Games. Let me see. It's Garrison 1, 2, 3, and 5. Conquer for 4. Alloy MX3 strongly. Alloy armor MX3 strongly recommended. Submissile and explosive. All right, just out of curiosity. Okay, MX was normal. That's what we have. I got alloy armor MX3 on mine. Well, you know, I kind of feel like, you know, if they're coming out with TLCs alongside the FM, all using the same fleet, it makes me feel like there's a lot of 113s out here people hitting right now. Look, here's one right here. Now, as much as I would love to do FMs right now, I need to do this TLC. I don't like having to choose. All right, listen to gut spill. You desire reaver hull work? We hunger. Pillage the drac and share the meat. If not, no, I am gut spill. Whatever that means. All right, so get the special the first time through, and 2 one-day structure build tokens. The phlogiston launchers the second time through. Incinerator VXP tokens. And then I get the incinerator and 6-day build tokens, and I can replete the mastery 5 times. It's terrible, man, because it's like you do need 2. You do need like 2 fleets now. You know what I mean? Golly, man. All right, 41% memory is where I'm at right now. Let's go ahead and shut that down. See if I can get some memory back. All right, currently game room's only using 400K, so I should be all right. Oops. I just try to keep an eye on things. All right, what's the time at? What clock? I'm at 21 after. And I'm going 5, right at starting off at 5. All right, folks. Let me see what the clock is on that. All right, 6 hours right after get-go too, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and run my intro real quick. All right, bear with me, just in case this is like video worthy. What gadget do I use to monitor my RAM? Well, down at the bottom. This is actually Task Manager right here. I keep this thing up here, the system. This is, it's called Illustro. Basically, I can have it make sure that it stays on top all the time by selecting position and then stay topmost. And I can have it pinned. I pin it to different positions as well. So it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Pretty cool app. Pretty cool app. Actually, I think it's got a better name than that. Let me see. Rain meter. That's it right there. Rain meter. Manage rain meter. That's the name of it. It didn't cost me anything either. It was free. All right, let me run the old intro. What's going on, folks? This is Price is Wrong, and I'm hopefully going to put out another quality production for you Battle Pirates. And anyway, we have a new campaign. It's called Hunger, and it's mainly Garrison. It's going to be Garrison is the encounters 1, 2, 3, and 5, and then there's going to have a base in there. Conqueror 4. Conqueror is going to be the 4th run through. It does say alloy armor MX3 strongly recommended. So I think they're just probably trying to let you know right off the get-go that, you know, you need to be using a proper fleet. You need to be using a proper fleet. So anyway, I don't know that any fleet's proper, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'll show my build here in a bit. This is the very first price pack. So I got 6 hours to get this one done. Looks like it's all 5 encounters. So hopefully it'll be the same through all of it. I guess we'll see. Just to start off. All right, I'm gonna just up arrow and down just so I can stop for a second. I do see fleets off the left side. If you're looking down at my radar down on the bottom, there's fleets off to the left and off to the right that are off the map. We have moving mines. Look at that. We have moving mines. Interesting. I wonder if they can be targeted. Well, I know these executioners have hit pretty freaking hard in the past, so I'm kind of hoping that they chill out a little bit. I guess we'll see. I'm shooting them down all right. All right, splash is working. Splash is working. I don't see any active enemy ships just yet. And isn't this just an interesting dynamic, though? Now, I could probably avoid the cold snap rocket here altogether, right? I mean, it looked like my splash was working pretty on point, so maybe I can go ahead and target this executioner up here. That's not the Deadeye, by the way. That's not a Deadeye. It's only got, looks like four missiles poking out of it, so that should be like a regular executioner. But, of course, we do know, you know, through Kickstar's history that... you know, they like to use the appearance of ships that we're familiar, or items that we're familiar with, without them actually being that item. So, if that means anything. It's also possible that because this is an early run through, maybe the damage is turned down a little bit too. I don't know, but I guess we'll see. I want to get my monoliths. There we go. Trying to make sure I got everything in there. Now I got to drive through this mess. All right. I do see ships active in here. Let's see. They are Drac ships. And it would look like it's all Drac. It's Drac on Drac, so they're not shooting each other. Getting by scot-free, jerks. Man, what the heck's he shooting at me? It looks like a rocket. Some kind of a rocket. Yeah, it looks like blades on this guy up here. Alright, I don't see any more ships off the right side of the map now. Yeah, nice. Moving mines. If you don't want your boats to stack, it's really smart to use the waypoints. I'm just putting that out there. I'm getting like a little screen jump already, so typically that's memory. All right. Yeah, well, I gotta get comfortable, right? Because this first time it gives you 6 hours, but in the future, you know, I'm sure when I get to the mastery, it's only going to be 1 hour for the same targets. These don't seem to be, the mines don't seem to be attracted to you. They really seem to be more into a pattern. I'm just going to go ahead and bring them in. Now, at this point, I want to get as much splash as I can off this guy. So I want the yellow to barely touch. All right, I want the yellow to barely touch. And then I'm going to go ahead and get in here. That way we can get as many volleys of morts in the air as possible. You see that? How I'm just like barely touching it? Trying to see how many morts I can get in the air, and maybe I get enough to kill it, just like that. Now, here comes the other boats. Now, I don't think these guys can outrange me, so I'm going to see if I can maybe get some damage ahead of them. Maybe I can kite them. Come on, speed, buddy. Look at that. Bam. Could have done a little bit better and maybe avoided damage completely, but I'm just saying. That was not bad. That was not bad. Maybe it's possible to get through this without taking any damage at all. And 2 minute damage, so instant repair. I'm pretty satisfied with that. All right, let's go hit the second one and see how that goes. All right, the second run through. Now, of course, I don't have a Molotov Maiden. If I had one, it'd be really beneficial. We got like these little ice things in here. I like them. I think they're cool. All right. I am not sure what's going on here. Seems like we got a lot of little underwater walls going on up in here. And this is like a new kind of gauntlet, right? Everything in here is shrouded. You see that? Everything is shrouded. All right, so I guess just to go ahead and get started, we'll go ahead and get everything stacked. What I like to do, even though it tells you, I just can never remember. I always count to 3. 1, 2, 3. That way I know all my engines are synchronized. And because I can't remember what the blueprint says for these things, the monoliths. All right, but let's go ahead and try getting down here in the middle. And then this is going to be very interesting. Oh my goodness. What in the world did it just do to me? Oh, this is so unfreaking cool. I'm not going to be able to stop. I got to be able to get speed up. Oh my goodness. They're going to kill my fleet, like right off the get-go. So if I'm going too slow, that's bad. That's bad. So they're going to keep throwing these little walls up in front of me, and I got to be able to kill them like super fast. And I got to be able to steer through them. So this first one's going to be on the bottom. I don't like this target at all, man. This is dirty. If I get stuck on a wall, I'm going to be really freaking mad. Don't stop, bro. What the heck was that?
We simply must push forward.
Holy crap, Batman. And until the rockets stop, you really shouldn't stop. Oh crap, now we got boats out here I gotta kill. Alright. My missile pool is like all used up. Oh, that was it? I don't have to go back and kill the turrets? Alright. Well, that one was not as clean. I do die, believe it or not. I do. It happens. 49 minutes. Ouch. That was like dirty, man. Alright, let me check my memory real quick. So I'm at 700 meg at the moment. 43%. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on things there. Let's go ahead and hit that third one. I know Kicks I likes to keep things spicy, man, but a lot of times, man. All right, let's see. All right, here we have a lot of shrouded ships that I'm going to have to deal with at some point. I don't really need to stack here, so I don't know what's up here, but let's get me some range. All right, first thing I'm going to do is splash out the torp tower, because I don't know if there's anything on it or not. All right. Now, had I had my Molotov Maiden on, that might have been enough. But no Molotov Maiden. I've actually used everything that I had in inventory. I need to roll some crews. But to do that, I need to get some uranium. So there's that. All right. Now, it looks like all of the turrets, okay, are unshrouded. Let's see what I can do here. Now, looks like I don't have to get close to the cold snaps over here if I don't want to. All right, yellow, we're going to stop right there, and then I'm just going to take the tank in. I'm going to hit that executioner up. Something's hitting me. Oh, it's that freaking arc missile. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. I'm going to try to get hitting that one missile here, or the rocket in the middle. It should be the shorter range one, if I'm not mistaken. All right, see, it's barely touching. We'll go ahead and get this guy in here and see what I can come up with. Come on, you. Move up just a smidge. There we go. All right, and that's how it's done. You get that yellow line to barely touch the target. You get your spotter in, and you get like as many mortars in the air as you possibly can get. Now, I don't know what's going on back here, but I suspect maybe if you're smart, maybe you can get use that to maybe take out some of these ships. I don't know. But just to be sure, give me like full run of the table here. I'm going to go ahead and at the battlefield, I'm going to come up here and take these out too. Trying to be smart here. The downside about taking damage in any of these is you'll recognize that your pool, damage pool, is a lot smaller. Now, quite honestly, the damage pool is really it's not a super duper huge deal. I mean, it's helpful. It is helpful, but it's not like I mean, it's like 100,000 damage or something like that, right? All overall that it'll save you from if you use the whole pool. But it recharges for free. That's really its biggest advantage. Well, biggest advantage is that it's better than D5. It's better than the D5 counterpart, and that as far as percentages and all that stuff, and the weight and all that. Weight's actually it's probably its biggest advantage, not the pool. Definitely not the pool. I think that's an idea they had a hard time figuring out how to implement, but you know. All right, well, it looks like I have to pick one of these guys, so let's just come this way. I wonder if I can reach this from here. Yeah, I can. Come on, you quit being stuck. Alright, so now I gotta do is go back and get that turret. I rocked that. I did. No, you still take damage. You still take damage. Yeah, because if you look at as far as the damage buffs on, I mean, from the pool, it's so minimal. You know, it's so minimal that it's definitely not its biggest advantage. Its biggest advantage is probably that it's low weight. Really, it doesn't add armor points to your fleet either, like other armor does. Okay, so 4 is a Conqueror. So let's go ahead and park this guy real quick, and then we're going to get a Conqueror out. We'll go ahead and let this repair for a few minutes while I'm smashing over the Conqueror. Now, I don't know what Conqueror is best. I really don't. Just show you real quick. So this is my Monolith fleet. My Monoliths. If you type Monolith in the chat, you'll actually get my build. Okay? The build's in the chat. Just type Monolith. And, but of course I got the new mortars on there. I got a couple of Gale 1s on each one of these. 1M, 1X on each Monolith. Some splash is really important, if you hadn't noticed. So splash, I got like the 62 here, and I got the high yield warheads, which also adds splash and building damage. And then there's the viscosity regulator that also adds splash. So I got 3 specials on there for splash. The Garrison Battery MKX does building damage and explosive damage. And, of course, the... let me see here. That's building damage. The high yield warheads is also building damage and projectile speed. And, and also the explosive system 4 is projectile speed also. And then hydraulic resistors, which I really haven't been able to take any advantage of because I haven't seen much that does concussive damage in these new targets. So speed system 5 is probably would have been okay. But that's these guys. My gridiron, I put 2 X's and an M is because I expected the X to be my biggest problem. Turns out it's probably M, but then again, maybe M's my biggest problem because that's what I have the least of. Sadly, there's only 3 armor slots, so I couldn't go 2 of each. Phalanx 4, the phalanxes you have in your fleet, you generally want on your best countermeasure hull, which of course is my gridiron. And so that's what I did. And I got only 3 Gale 3s on this one. Of course, it's backed up by the additional Gale 1s on all the other monoliths. I do have the 1 Harrier on here for range. And that range is enhanced by the Solid Fuel Booster 3. And again, a hydraulic resistor. Frontline countermeasure system is a must for any tank. Any tank. And then, of course, the evade. So the evade comes in really handy wherever you can have it. And of course, MX3 alloy to get your defenses up. You'll notice my penetrating defense on this fleet's 94%. My explosive defense fleet is 93%. So there's my build. There's my build. And let's go ahead and hit the start repair on that. I don't know what Conqueror is going to be best, so I'm just going to start off with the Gluttony. I'm going to use my Gluttony fleet. And if you're interested in this build, my Mudglut fleet is probably not the best out there, but you could just type Mudglut in chat and get this build. All right. Typically, what you want to do... All right, so let me see here. We got a Corvette in here, so that'll be good. I don't know if there... looks like we've got sonar in this guy. Yeah, we've got sonar in here somewhere. See how everything's shooting at my Gluttonies? There is sonar in there. I don't see it. I just know it's in there. But yeah, this thing will kick my butt, man, if I keep staying here too much, so... yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Alright. I need to look at all the different buffs in here then. So in here we have... well, unless kick size mess with them, right? We have corrosive. We have concussive. We have ballistic. So we have ballistic, corrosive, concussive. Back here we have penetrative. Penetrative, penetrative, penetrative. Lots of those. So prides are probably a bad idea. This is concussive. More penetrative, penetrative, penetrative. Lots of penetrative in here. And there's quite a bit of concussive in here too. I'm not sure what weapon is on these guys in the back, but it looks like they might be concussive as well. All right. Man, that's a put together base, I think. All right. So I need something with high deflection for penetrative, high penetrative deflection, and concussive deflection, right? Let me go ahead and retreat out of here. I'm gonna dock this bad boy, and then I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna look. So you think I could do? I probably could do okay with that. All right, let's see how bad this damage is. 25 minutes. That's not horrible. All right, we'll go in the shipyard real fast, and I'm going to look at Conquerors. Okay, so let's select all. We'll go to Conquerors. So penetrative was the biggest one, right? And if you have the Visago Pride, I know the Visago Pride helps a lot. I don't have a Visago Pride built yet. So I need to find something else that's got high penetrative deflection. Presser, I see ballistic in there, 90,000 ballistic, 7,000 corrosive, and yeah, that's not going to do it. Survivor has penetrative deflection and concussive deflection. I have a feeling that base was made for survivors. I have a feeling that base was made for survivors. And it does put off a, it does have an extra buff, special abilities for every Conqueror ship, and that is explosive deflection and corrosive deflection. But it's got 150,000 penetrative deflection, so I really feel like the Survivor was the intended boat in there. My Survivor fleet is far from done. My build time on my Phoenix, by the way, has gone down, looks like, by 2 days. I guess with the adjustments they made to the Talon. All right, so I have some options here. So 2 days and 4 hours is the time I have left on my Phoenix. Let me check out daily deals real quick. 2-day ship build token in here for 75. I also have a 1-day justice build token. That's actually a really good deal. Icebreaker build token. Man, I feel like I've been spending so much gold. All right. All right, so now the state of my survivors. I have 3 survivors built, and I got 2 of them equipped like this. My third one, this is my third one. So that was actually the first one that I did too, by the way. But I have a feeling this is really what's needed. And if I'm going to build based on that, it was mainly structures, and there's only 2 boats in there. So I'm kind of wondering if I had to go heavy on the Millennium gun. Shipyard design mode, select hull. Oh no. How about load? See, I think I've already got a survivor. No, I don't have a survivor build. What the heck, man? All right. Select hull, conquer, blam, and let's clear that off. Now, my plan was to go mix up the cannons. All right, I wanted to go heavy Millennium. Well, actually, I think originally I was talking about half and half. And then the other half, I want to do the that new cannon. That guy, Penance Cannon. Oops. What do y'all think so far? Turn speed on this guy's really good, so I wasn't worried about turn speed anymore, but I need combat speed. If you look at the combat speed, it's a 22. So for that reason alone, I was going to go with the Magnus 2. All right, Magnus 2 gives better speed buff, combat speed buff. And the turn speed on here is like good already, so I'm not worried about that. Obviously, we need to put stuff on there for ballistics. We have the augmented ballistic armament that came out with the Penance Cannon, right? That gives you ballistic accuracy, range, and splash. This is a 10 splash. Let me see here. Is there splash built onto this hull? It doesn't look like it. It just kind of almost makes me feel like if I'm going to count on splash, that maybe I ought to be, instead of the Millennium Gun, maybe I ought to be using the Mauser Cannon instead. That's got a splash of 7. That's got a splash of 10. All right, let's get out of here real quick. All right, so Mauser Cannon, DPS, building DPS is 870. The Penance is 157. Millennium Gun is 1633. It's a heck of a lot higher. But splash is, you know, obviously splash is splash, right? So that 870 can potentially be a lot higher. Quake Cannon is 5326, but you got to remember that one's limited to generalist only. So if you had a Zelos would probably potentially really good in there. I don't know. Maybe, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I ought to put a couple of Mausers in there. All right, let's see here. I mean, if I did something like this, and then I could see me taking advantage of that new ballistic special, whatever it's called. I got Cannon System 4 that gives you ballistic range. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. The augmented ballistic armament. That's accuracy, range, and splash. Now, accuracy, I mean, because the splash ones shouldn't have accuracy, right? Oh, they do. That's 80%. Excuse me, 80%. And the Penance is 50. I'm sorry. That one doesn't have accuracy at all. Let me look at these numbers again. Penance Cannon. So it's a ship. A DPS versus ships is really high, 629. All right. Maybe that's what I'll do. What do y'all think? All right, other specials. Obviously, I'm going to need some kind of turret defense on these. There's a lot of ways to get it. Let me see what my options are. So under special abilities, Cold Snap Immune. So we do have some kind of a field of effect that is Cold Snap Immune. And that is the buffs for all the other ships. That it offers all the other ships, which is splash damage reduction, etc. But I don't see anything on there. It's got a bloodthirst. You kill 5 things, and it's buffed. Miscellaneous. So, but anyway, it's basically showing me that something like the resonance capacitor is not really an option. If there were explosive damage, I'd say we could use Garrison, but I don't. This is primary ballistic, so I'm not going to use that. Siege battery, building damage, wall damage. That looks like it may be the one. That may be the one, folks. That gives me the turret damage as well as building damage, wall damage. Stuff like high velocity rounds. Let me see, high velocity rounds. That's more ballistic damage, building damage, wall damage. I need to start thinking probably defensively too here. Obviously, I can't use put anything on there with defense, right? Because it has a defense handicap 100%. So anything that you put on there that adds defense is not helpful. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I probably ought to think about go this direction here. Look at some agility. Agility offers evade and stun resistance. Let me see. It doesn't have a defense attribute at all currently. I'm sorry, an evade attribute at all, which is 0. So it's better than coming up from a negative. And yeah, the hammer cannon, isn't the hammer cannon, isn't that like generalist only? Let me look at that real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Quake Cannon, wasn't it? Alright, so hammer cannon. Let me see. That does concussive damage and ballistic damage. It doesn't say anything about it being better on walls or anything like that. But it's basically, it's an equal opportunity killer, right? So it doesn't do any more damage to ships than it does to buildings and vice versa. And that is the hammer cannon. Let me look on here again real quick. Hammer cannon, right here. So it's good. It's good. It's just not quite as good. Let me see here. 451. This is building damage. The Mauser cannon is 870. That's 450. This is really good at killing ships comparatively speaking. Let's see, at 316 versus, and the difference between that's going to be the evade because buildings don't have evade. So that's why that's not 451, is because of the accuracy. It's only a 70% accurate weapon. And then the Mauser cannon is 77. So it's a lot better, but the Penance cannon's even better than the hammer cannon at killing ships. So all right. Yeah, so I think I'm good on the weapons. I need to come up with one more special here. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else, so I may just have to put something generic on there. Bonus combat speed. If I put that on there, incapacity, I don't know how many of those I have, but that's ballistic damage buff and a combat speed buff. I mean, that could be good, but it could be bad too, right? All right. Where's my builders at, man? Where's my builders at? All right, let's take a look at my numbers real quick. So, damage seems still low to me for some reason. Building damage is at 213%. Splash is at 45%. I thought I had stuff on there. That's ballistic accuracy is plus 60. It's up at plus 90 ballistic accuracy, even though I have an accuracy minus 5 right here. Now, normally in a base, I would go with like radioactive deflection or something like that for the armor. But we do have other things too. We have penetrative plates now, or I could actually get the penetrative deflection up even higher. I don't know that's really necessary though. We just got explosive plate 4s if explosive was going to be a problem. Probably radioactive plate, I think. There's like none of that on there. I just want to see what the build time is on this guy real quick. So we're at 12 days on here right now. So if I were, let me see here. Concussive deflections at 11. I have some tokens. I do have some tokens. Splash damage reduction. That could be helpful. 12 days and 9 hours. Let me see if I can bring that down a little bit. 5,000. Need to get up to 1,000, but trying to see if I can bring my build time down a little bit. Probably shouldn't muck with that too much, huh? Can I add drum reloader? Ballistic upgrade is doing drum reloader. Let me see here. That's advanced concussive payload. Where the heck's drum reloader at? I'm not even sure what it looks like. Which means it's probably one that just came out, because Lord knows. Oh, that's it right there, right? Drum reloader. Now it's got ballistic damage and ballistic reload. Let me see what I put on there that kept me from getting that. Ballistic damage. Let me take that off real quick just to see. So drum reloaders are high velocity rounds. So that's ballistic damage plus 30, ballistic reload 75. Yeah, you know what? Even though the projectiles aren't as fast, it's probably still better. Awesome. Well, that means there's probably something else I can put on here that I didn't. Thank you, Ravenhead. Yeah, it needs wall damage. Yeah, that 80% building damage and wall damage, you're right. Well, see, the reload and ballistic damage both contribute towards DPS right here. Both of them do. Trying to see if there was something else that adds that building damage or wall damage. There we got Siege Reloader, buddy. Look at that. Bam. Ugh. We got it, buddy. I'm a happy man. I am a happy man. It's a low, still the build time's a little longer than I want. I'd rather not have the build time quite that long. Let me see. I'm not completely sold on these Mausers, so let me see if... Yeah, that reduces the build time a little bit, but not much. Yeah, that was awesome, right? What the heck's the name of this ship? Savior or something? I don't remember the name of this ship. Or Survivor. Haha. Yeah, if I'm not worried about the build time, man, I might as well just... Let's see if I can put 2 of these on there. Blomp, 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 blomp. All right, and share. Let's copy that. You guys want the build? There it is, right there. Grab that. You didn't get your prize from the campaign. That's not cool. Yeah, I've got some stuff on there already, so I think I can get these things built. So, I've got survivor tokens. I didn't get as many as I wanted. I wanted a lot more. I got 4. That should be enough to get me done, though. Should get 3 of them done. What did I do that for? Well, that'll be my first Phoenix. It's not actually complete because I still wanted to put an X armor on there too, but I actually had another idea that I was thinking about going with. That, but now I gotta revisit that because of the build time. So, oh yeah, I guess I didn't put it in there. Hey, Pro Bear. All right, let's let me get that in there. Let me see here. So, keywords. Keyword survivor. All right, there it is. Ravenhead, it's in there now. I like to put that cooldown in there so that way it's not like trying to put it up every time somebody says survivor. Do I like the new raid turret? Let's take a look at it. I do like the range, 200 range. The damage is like really up there. This one here is going to kind of kick every... I think it's going to kick all the other launchers' butts, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Rocket defense platforms. There's ballistic, cold snap, explosive, corrosive. I don't know. I don't have a comparison chart for the other ones. Maybe I ought to make one, huh? All right, so let me freeze this real quick. Formats, view freeze, one column. So this is called Afghanistan. Sounds like a country in the Middle East, doesn't it? Power consumed. Of course it's not there. $8,600. It's actually less power than the Venom. Wow. Doesn't say anything about splash. Spread range is 200. Damage is 17,000. Shockwave damage is 25,000. I'm gonna have to come up with something new for this. Let's see. Let's insert. Okay. Salvo is 5. Reload time is 5. I don't see anything on there for submerged damage. Typically, base turrets have defense bypass. don't they? Isn't there like a defense bypass typically? 90, 200 accuracy. All right. Actually, let me go ahead and put this guy back over here. Man, I just don't have time for everything, Pro Bear. I just don't have time for all that, buddy. I just don't have time. Sometimes I want to spend time with my family. I'm sure you can understand that. Go takes 3920, accuracy is 100, damage is, range is 131, damage is 5042. Man, I'm like, hold on a second, man, I'm like messing up my game here. I'm like all over the place. Six days and 16 hours. That's a gorgeous build though, man. I love that build. Wait a second. Do you think I should put a couple Mausers on here? Yeah, I did try the HVR, but the drum reloaders, man, they add ballistic reload and do ballistic damage. Both of them, the DPS is going to be much higher going this way. It's going to be a lot higher going that way. And then Siege Reloader adds even more reloads, so... And building damage, wall damage. Should I put 2 Mausers on there instead? Yeah, I do have tokens, yep. Frogger. I only got a what? Mort? On mine for the buffs? The heck are you talking about? TLC campaign. Man, I'm burning through tokens, man. In the last 2 weeks, I think I'm already over 1,000 gold spent. Gluttonies? Man, they spot me, man. They spot me. See, that did that to me. They didn't do it easy. This is the new one, right? Let me look around. So this right here's got penetrative deflection, 15,000, and corrosive deflection is 2,500. I feel like it needs a tank though. This has also got radioactive deflection. It doesn't have anything for ballistic though. I need something for ballistic. This has got 24,000 ballistic deflection. The Pride does. And it's got concussive deflection 6,000. Doesn't have anything on there for corrosive. All right, we'll get one of these in there. Liberator has got explosive deflection, concussive deflection, radioactive deflection, and through rivals it gets corrosive. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get the same bloodthirst going on here. All right, so the oppressors also rivals bloodthirst, and that gives me. I see ballistic deflection in there is 90,000, corrosive is 7,000. That actually might be a better tank for the. That actually might even be even better. So this is penetrating reload. All right, so. I still need something with penetrating deflection. And their survivors got that, right? 150,000. Man, I almost feel like I need to write this stuff down. Yeah. Did he finally come to his senses and admit that the 113s are having a spawn issue? All right. So all right, so the survivor's the missile tank. The Liberator is explosive and radioactive. Explosive tank. So Liberator. And then Oppressor. Oppressor is a ballistic tank. And then yeah, hey Ducky. Yeah, I'm working on that, man. I'm working on it. The hunger. I don't know that I'd really call it a show, but I am letting you watch me play. So, and I'm also working on slides. So we're just kind of hanging out and chilling. All right. Now, if I put these three together with the bloodthirst, let me see. So, bloodthirst, the oppressor gets radioactive and explosive. That also gets corrosive. The Liberator gets explosive, and then it gets like concussive and radioactive. And then it gets corrosive and penetrating. All right, then you get my survivor right, man. All right. Well, this is my survivor build. This is what I'm going with, and I really feel like, you know, this Rivals Bloodthirst may be the way to go. I need a couple of these though. I'm gonna see if I can just go ahead and get all three of mine built real quick. Burning through it, man. Oh my goodness, I'm burning through it. So that's 16 hours. On Antique Car Show. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right. While I'm waiting, I'm just waiting like this couple of minutes here for this one right here before I pull the trigger on that one. Another 3 minutes, whatnot. Let's go ahead and go into design mode real quick. And I'm just gonna, I want to load the Phoenix. All right. So this is my current plan for the Phoenix, right? Having two of these corrosive plates on there and then one missile. But, you know, right now the build time on that is 17 days, 13 hours. All right. But, you know, I kind of, you know, recently, I don't know, just through conversations with other people that play, I kind of noticed that with these missiles, if you go with a switchblade instead, so we'll go ahead and put that on there. We'll put it on every slot too. All right, the damage is higher now. Damage is higher. These do add, every one of these adds corrosive defense, plus 3% corrosive defense, and my corrosive defense is now 82. Not only that, my penetrating defense is 94, but it's like, you know, I can do this right here, and then, and my weight goes down too, by the way, 6808. So my weight goes down, and then now I can put this on here. So, and now my corrosive defense is 85%. My damage is higher. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking, you know, curious what everybody thinks of that, going all switchblades. But now because they went and did what they did with the build times, the Talon build is actually lower now. I'm just noticing that because my build time for this was lower yesterday, but now it's not. It's just those Talons are kind of heavy, and well, the damage they do, per weight is, I don't know. I wouldn't. I did a comparison on my chart. On here in their missiles. So we got switchblades right here, right next to the Talons. The Talon's right here. The Talon actually has better DPS. Okay, but when you factor in efficiency via weight, oh crap! Now the Talon looks more efficient too. I don't know why yesterday or before it was making more sense to me. I'm losing it, man. All right, screw it. I'm sticking with the Talons. Blame it on my allergies. All right. Now this right here is 10 days, so obviously I'm not going to be coining. I'm going to actually have 2 more of these 6-day tokens. I'm going to use them both. And I'm going to be all out of these. All right. Time to work on the next Phoenix. Where the heck did I put them? Feel like I'm missing a boat, man. Oh, derp. There it is. Just kind of starting off with this right here, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do later. Alright. But I do have one Phoenix that I feel comfortable using now. But let me go ahead and... I'm just going to bring these over here to this guy. Now we're going to go ahead and hit that campaign, so let's speed that up. Sorry all the jumping around, folks. My apologies. All right, see where my memory use is at. So I'm at 1.2 gigs now, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit refresh. Yeah, I get that a lot, that I'll look tired. I can't help it, man. I got bags under my eyes. I did sort of kind of take a nap when I came home, too, so... And I think with the angle of the camera, it kind of accentuates the bags, too. Probably doesn't help. I didn't launch it. All right. So here we are now. We've been waiting on this one here for a little while. It's a 6-hour campaign, so and now I got 4 hours 40 minutes. That's because I've been dilly-dallying, trying to get my survivors together. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit it. See how I do. All right, see, this is the damage I did earlier with my gluttonies, but the problem I had is that I was spotted. Something just blew up, man. The screen shook. Something blew up back here. That was kind of weird. All right, which one is the ballistic one? Oppressor. Oppressor is also good against corrosive, so you notice I got corrosive shooting at me and I don't give a crap. And I like that, man, not having to give a crap. It's kind of nice, if I do say so myself. Who else likes not giving a crap? I did try Mudgluts. Yeah, I did. And they were spotted immediately. Alright, so now I need a penetrative tank. And that would be my survivors. Sorry, I'm like running off. I'm like freaking out over here, man. I'm not doing a very good job managing my myself here whatsoever. Quit shooting me. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I guess it's just about having the right stuff. And so basically, if you were here, you kind of noticed that I just went in and I peeked the base. I did try gluttonies first. I was spotted immediately, and everything was shooting at me. Everything. And so I just didn't stick around. And so anyway, now I got to go in there one more time against the... now I'm properly equipped, though, so maybe next time, my next run through won't be quite so bad. Oh, what the heck, 53 seconds. Not that I really saved that. I'm just going to start repair on that. Yeah, the survivors actually did really, really well. But the thing is, I wanted to start off with the Liberator. I'm sorry, the Oppressor, because the Oppressor has got really high ballistic deflection. So you want to prep that one with the Oppressor if you can help it. Prep it first with the Oppressor, just the front. And then after that, you can just go crazy with survivors for this way is what it looks like. But you want to knock out the ballistic and the corrosive right off the beginning first, and then the survivors the rest of the way. I didn't even pay attention to what was on the Vanquisher things. Alright, so let me see here. I'm guessing everything here is going to be shrouded. Let's take a look at this one. This is the 5th part of the next one. So all of these things here are shrouded. Everything here is shrouded. That means I'm going to have to move it. I don't know if these buildings right here can be killed. There are lots of boats behind me. If you can see my radar down here on the bottom right corner, there's a lot of ships down here. Matter of fact, I think we can kind of see them. Looks like Savage Kodiaks. All of them look like Savage Kodiaks. All right. Now, these buildings in the back, I don't know if those are destroyable or not. So I guess that's the first thing I want to try then. I'm going to go ahead and put, just get everything stacked. 1, 2, 3. That's what I do is I count. Just get my speed up, and then we're going to rim the heck out of this thing. See how it goes. I'm not shooting at it. Well, that sucks. And isn't it amazing how you can have the ship stacked all on one point and then they will still spread apart? It's freaking amazing. Alright, so I'm not shooting at anything. That's not going to get me anywhere. Yet I need to get to this building. You can't kill them in the back. Yeah, and it doesn't look like I'm going to actually be able to reach this guy here either. If you do have a fast tank like a Zelos or something, maybe that's what I ought to try, is bringing in my monoliths right here and then trying to cut through here really quick with a Zelos tank. See how that goes. It's either that or risk my whole fleet, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk the whole fleet, so... My Zelos is really fast, so I'm gonna put my Zelos tank in there. All right, that's right. I gotta. Whenever I put the Zelos in, it's really heavy. It's not designed for this fleet, so I look for. I've got one of my monoliths has only got one Gale 1 on it, so I pull that one out. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck, folks. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I don't have them. I don't have them. It's terrible you said that, because now that you did say that, I want to build icebreakers. I think I want to build them tonight. But let me get this TLC done first. What time is it? It's like 10 o'clock, man. It's already like my bedtime. I usually try to give the last hour. Bedtime's actually 11 for me on work nights, but I usually try to give the last hour to my wife. But I did start my stream late tonight, like an hour, so... The heck are these things, man? Like freaking shrines or something. Wow, those aren't what I thought. Whatever they are, they hit me like right away. Yeah, I'm taking damage already. Hey, thank you, Scully, for the bits. I appreciate it very much. Oh my goodness. That was super freaky, man. Alright, I didn't kill it. Let's go do it again. Alright, I'm doing damage now. Oh, boats are inbound. Man, I didn't mean to stop. Ah. Is that all the boats? Yes, it is. Zelos is a little bit quicker than my monoliths, even when they're maxed out. If you hadn't been able to tell. Hey, good night, Scully. Boom. All right, that was it. Yay. Yeah, I do try to be. I was late tonight. I was like, you know, I had sinus issues and then I had update issues. So, I got that new creators update on my computer tonight. I guess it finally got forced upon me. But anyway, I am checking those to start structure build tokens, by the way, just because I'm full on them already. I was meaning to check that because I know we had gotten 7 like last week, and I'll go ahead and let that guy repair. I know we'd gotten like 7 last week, and I just want to make sure I still have them. Yeah, 7 out of 7. All right. Now, res might be a problem. I'm at 300 million right now, so I'm only half full on res. So let me go back in here. Now that I've done that, let's cancel this right here real quick because I want to get my icebreakers done. Let's cancel that. And I do have icebreaker fleets. I built these and ranked them over 3 months ago at the beginning of the last event cycle. And that's before the monoliths came out, and then I went that direction. But let's go ahead and refit this guy. And I actually did have a build already for it. Oh, looky here. I actually even updated the things already. So one of these is 8 days and 2 hours. One of those is 8 days and 2 hours. Let's see where I'm sitting on the icebreaker build tokens. Icebreaker build tokens. 33. I have 33. And then I had the Visago icebreaker. I got 10 days of those. Just out of curiosity, select hull, and that was a garrison. Was put a Visago in there. So a Visago blank is 11 days. So I don't have enough for one blank Visago. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. I'm still going to do it, but I have to get my Phoenix fleet done first. I have to concentrate on the Phoenix fleet. Oh, well. The icebreaker, though, I can actually do that, like, right now. So, hold on a second. Let's get in here real quick. Now, this is what I have done so far with this. I don't really have, I guess, explosive. A lot of the explosive charged armors of what we've gotten. A lot of those. Look at my intelligence lab. All right, so right now I have 9 explosives, and I have 11 missiles. Yeah, on Twitch here, you can catch me. I'm Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night. I do stream on the weekends too, but that's my schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know which time zone you're in, but if you're Greenwich Mean Time, then you're 5 hours different from me. So 7 to me would be your midnight. But on the other side, if you're California, my 7 p.m. is your 4 p.m. So, and then the Battle Vortex is on 7 p.m. on Thursdays and Saturdays. So Saturdays is the round table. That's when we let the public join us on the panel, and but Thursdays is arbiters only. That's what we call ourselves, our Battle Vortex panelists. We call ourselves arbiters, and so Thursdays are arbiters only. But we do have a guest arbiter program for those that are interested. Oh, awesome. Awesome. That's great. Are you already following, Ann? What? Did you already click follow? All right. So I'm not using these explosive plates or the charged explosives on anything else. So I can go ahead and use those at will. I guess I can go ahead and put like 2 of those per boat. So let me go ahead and let's do this one more time. I had 33, and if I want to use those for 4 boats, that's 8 per. Let's see, I'm already at 8. Wow. One of those added a day and 10 hours. All right, so if I do this, I can only do 3 of them. But that's fine. Does anybody do anything for penetrating defense on these? Who uses icebreakers that are in here right now? Does anybody have like a good proven icebreaker build they'd care to share? I mean, you know, do you use Phalanx at all for the executioners or no? Well, that's the thing, though. My 5th is going to be a Visago icebreaker. I have the 10 icebreaker build tokens, and I want to go ahead and I can go ahead and do these now and use up my icebreaker tokens. So I can spend 33 days. I can do 33 days worth of icebreaker builds, like instantly, like tonight, assuming I have the res, right? Trident. Do a trident missile on each. Oh, you're waiting on me to show you how to build icebreakers. Tail wagging the dog, man. I need you to show me how to build icebreakers. All right. Well, I know combat speed's important, but so is turn speed. I don't even know. Oh, there it is. All right. So turn speed's 24, so I need to keep the hydraulic resistors on there. Quite honestly, let me see. This is total weight's 13%. I probably could get away with speed system, but that actually might add to my build time right now because It didn't. Let me see. I don't remember what I have on here. Okay, so I've got nothing on there. All right, so this is what I had originally come up with, but I don't think I actually need hydraulic resistors because I never seen any of those torpedoes shoot at anything. I never seen it. So I think Speed System 5 will probably help, and that will also help. All right, let me see here. All right, so the cold snaps. Trident missiles will shoot down the cold snaps. Not Trident missiles, but the countermeasure on there will shoot them. So if I go to countermeasures right now, we have the Trident missiles, and those actually shoot down rockets. And that's what the cold snap is. It's a rocket. You need at least one Trident to take out the rockets, along with a Hailstorm D and one Phalanx. Why do you need the Hailstorm, if you don't mind me asking? That's explosive defense. Is that why? Just for the explosive defense? And the Phalanx would be penetrating defense? I can definitely see a Trident missile, and I can definitely see a Phalanx. Yeah, but I do understand the need for explosive defense as well. Right now, my explosive defense is 88. And you think 5 rockets will be good? Use explosive 4 and high yield warheads for splash. Yeah, Morts shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, Morts shouldn't be a problem. But if you are going to be running up next to rockets, that could be a problem. You know, I mean, let's just look at my defense right now. So explosive defense right now is 88. So if I put one of these on there, that's a 10%. And that actually only carries me up. That goes from 88 to 89. There's not a lot of extra. There's not really much extra for that. Now, penetrating defense. Look at the penetrating defense. Right now it's an 82. So if I put a Phalanx 4 on there, that actually goes up to 85. It goes up 3. So I can definitely see the value there. I can definitely see the value there. And then the Trident, I can see the value with the Trident because, you know, it does shoot down the rockets. It should definitely help with the rockets. You just want to make sure that when you're driving these things as fast as you can, that you need to, you want to keep them at range. You want to stay as far away as possible away from everything. So, I mean, I can see that. Let me put that Phalanx 4 back here real quick. And then I'm going to put a rocket up here just because it looks cooler. Let me go rocket. Put that one rocket back up front. So something like that. Now, explosive system 4 and high yield warheads. So right now I'm using for explosive damage. I'm using Garrison Battery MKX. That's an explosive damage buff as well as building damage and turret defense. So that is definitely necessary. Then I have the expanded fulmination payload that gives a rocket reload buff, which contributes towards DPS, and then extra splash. And focuses the rockets too. This focuses the spread. Yeah, so you're thinking I don't have enough on here, stuff on here for damage. Dang, man. All right, I guess maybe I need to look to start swapping stuff out. The high yield warheads is right here. That gives you projectile speed, splash, and building damage. 60% splash. This gives me 75% splash, but it doesn't give me the building damage. It does give me 50% rocket reload. And only building damage I got is this one right here, 65% building damage. And then the other one you said you used is Explosive System 4. That's also 43% projectile speed, and then splash, another 62% splash. So I bet the splash on yours is insane. But the thing is, this is overkill, and are you doing all the damage you need to do? 75. So this is rocket reload 50, and then 75% splash. Right now our splash is up, well, 75%. That's everything I got is for splash is that right there. You're totally lost. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. Let me my chat is on my stream windows. I'm gonna switch back to my actually look at the chat. Yeah, you're right. You're right. 2. So that's actually going to be the reload time is 2. So with the rank, it should get cut down to 0.5. So you're right. The extra reload's probably not going to make any difference whatsoever. So this is really just a splash buff then. And in that case, I can do the splashes won't be as big, but the damage will be a lot more if I use the high yield warheads. Bam. Thank you. I agree with that. I agree with your assessment. Yeah, and I am fully ranked, yes. Oh. Got my wife's hair in my hair. All right, so I think this is the dealio right here, folks. Let's go ahead and save this. Let me copy that to clipboard, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it here in the chat for you folks that might be interested. Hey, Devil Dog, how you doing, buddy? All right, and let me save this too. So I can go ahead and pump out 3 of these like right now. Assuming I have the res. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lot of build tokens, man. A lot of build tokens. I was kind of mad for never built these, you know, after the financial investment that I made. So I'm actually really happy with this. I'm glad that they're doing this. Are you kidding me? I'm out of agilities? Oh, I'm so upset with that. That's. Let me see here. Before I pull the trigger, let me check my shipyard. I just want to see if there's something else that I have agilities on that I don't mind scrapping. Dang, man. That means I don't even have them for this. I could have swore I got some new agilities during the raid. Did we not have agilities during the raid? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I got agility 3 on my Apollos. All right, let's look at what's not loaded in the shipyard. Hold on a second. Dang it. They're not in a fleet. Those rhinos have got agility 3s. If I need res, these guys are on the bubble, man. These guys are on the bubble for scrapping. The rhinos. I'm just saying. All right. I have an Aegis down here. Would you guys scrap the Aegis? I got one on my proto. Yikes. I ain't scrapping that proto, man. Liberators have got agility 4 on them. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. As Zelos right here's got one on there. Hey, Malice. There we go. And Malice has got one on it. I don't really use that for anything. All right, I've got one Fury that's got it on there and then one that doesn't. Vanquishers, all 3 of those have got them on there. Wow. It says I've got 32. I've got 32 somewhere. I feel like something's wrong. All right, my base guard. There's an agility 4. I see one in my base guard. 2 in my base guard. I got one on my Valiant. So there's 2 of them in my base guard. There's 1. So that's 3. There's 4. Oh, I got a tank one that I had built. That's got one on there. All right, how about I rebuild that guy? I tried to build a tank once upon a time. That'll save me some days too. Look at that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, but I still need to recover one from somewhere else. So, I'm gonna scrap this guy. I need the res anyway. All right, so that guy's gone. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait a second, I kind of feel like I missed one somewhere. All right. Now I should have one more icebreaker build token. One more right there. So now I got 3 icebreakers that are built, and that's weird. Now I have another agility. Isn't that weird? All right, I still got to recover some somewhere. I gotta see if I can find those 32 agility 4s. Hey, Charles. Storage, yeah, my storage is actually in pretty good shape. So, it's not empty. I've got, basically, I have my Nash's Lightning Carriers in there, and those got agility 3 on them. And then I've got my Dreadnought, which is also agility 3, so I don't have any in storage. The Apollos, though, if I can get my Phoenixes done, man, those Apollos might be toast here soon. Because these guys need to be rebuilt, too. They don't have any kind of stun resistance on them, and those new targets are going to tear these things up. And I know I need Phoenixes. I need Phoenixes. I need to have them built. I'm down to 676 gold. Last month, at the same time, I was at 1,700. That means I spent about 1,100 gold since before the raid, since the raid started. That sucks. Yeah. But anyway. So, I would like to do more. Let me see here. Let's see where I'm at on the slides. So, oh, that's right. I know I was getting ready to do a launcher comparison, wasn't I? I was getting ready to do a launcher comparison just to see, check out like damage efficiency and all that stuff. Charts are cool, man, if you can get them done. So Reaver Assault is only 2 days. So obviously with this Reaver Assault, it's pretty much there for you to test your stuff. And they're probably testing also, quite honestly. Reaver Assault. I don't see any up here. I wonder if my alliance is jumping. It should be that time again for us to jump. Oh, 20 minutes. My jump timer expires in 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't see any of those doohickeys, though. What the heck am I hitting these days for uranium? I don't even remember. These are base parts, right? There should be like assault targets on the map somewhere that is uranium, right? Assault targets. Yeah, so I'm seeing 103s, 103s everywhere now. I'm not seeing 113s. 103, 103. Yeah, it looks like the Nexus. Yeah, and it's supposed to spawn next to the bases. The Drac bases. Oh, there's one. And these... That's a skirmish. Oh, it is skirmish, isn't it? I know I need to get some uranium so I can roll for cruise. Another thing you could probably do for roll for cruise is just right here. There's 66,000 uranium. It says I'm at or near capacity. Alright, it says I got too many. Alright, guess I don't have to do that after all. Alright. Reaver Assault 112s. Alright. Alright, well, let me see here. I need to focus on my slides. I need to focus. Focus is a problem for me. So, Nash's Happy Fun Time. So let's get back here to the update. So I know next week is going to be on Wednesday again. This is the update. Let's just scroll all the way to the bottom. Let me see. Originally, 1 hour tokens were mistakenly sent to players who had built or were building Talon missiles on Phoenix hulls only. We have since released more 1 hour tokens to players who were refitting, building, and had built Talon missiles on other hulls at this time. Please check your inventories for these tokens. What? I should have tokens? 1 hour tokens? Just under here? Where the heck are they? They're not just generic ship build tokens, are they? Because I don't have any of those. I got a one-day justice build token, but I bought that. These are all VXP, so VX... I was supposed to get 1 day, 1 hour build tokens, and I don't see any. I feel like I got robbed. Originally, 1 hour tokens were mistakenly sent to players who had built or were building. They were mistakenly sent. Oh, to people who are building Talon missiles on Phoenix hulls only. I didn't get any though, and I'm one of them. I'm one of them, and I didn't get any. Captain, based on your feedback, we have compensated players who had Talon missiles built or building at the time of the deploy with a varying amount of 1-hour build tokens, based on the number of missiles they had built at the time of the change. All right, well, maybe that means I need to put in a ticket. Ticket. I before E, except after C. All right. Performance issue, purchasing problem. Other. I don't other is probably bad, right? Would that be a bug report? No. Feedback survey? No. Event? No. Performance issue, purchasing problem. I don't know, maybe it's a purchasing problem. Hey, Dirty Harry. You got some 10 or 12? Wow, lucky you, man. What do you need congratulating for? You got 35. I don't have any. So they should be here, and I got none. It's a bug report. Okay. And it's a Facebook account, so that's the platform. I'm sure they're going to disappoint me, but I have to ask anyway, right? You passed the PMI ACT today. Congratulations. Big project management test work staff stuff. Oh, cool, man. That's awesome. That makes you more marketable, right? More marketable. Well, Ducky, it sounds like any talons that you put on anything, you should have gotten tokens for. So it has to do with the number of talons you currently had in your inventory. Now, granted, I didn't have any in my inventory, but I had some in progress. Yeah, congratulations, Dirty Harry. That's awesome, buddy. All right, so, and then down here. So, bug fixes and tuning. So they fixed an issue where users are able to move their fleets away from an engaged target on the world map. And there was definitely a lot of build time reductions too, which is awesome. I'm going to do something on here. I'm actually going to make a chart, 3 columns. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so I'm going to do 8 by 3. So insert table. All right, so I did that. And just try to make it look a little cooler. All right, so over here it's going to be component. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Stop it. Look, man, I said stop it. Okay. I just want to. I think doing a chart right here is going to make it easier to look at. Maybe I ought to do like one more column. Insert column to the right, and that way I can say total reduction. All right. Man, this is like getting really hard to look at, isn't it?
History is turning into a white-knuckle ride for sure. And things are going to get worse, apparently much worse. We are closing distance with the first moments of true human civilization.
Man, stuff's already not right. Something happened. I did something. I don't even know what I did. It's terrible.
It rests in our hands, as it always has.
Hey, good night, Super. Take care, buddy. I know I need to be getting off here myself in a few minutes.
For this, it will all be made clear in the lifetime of most of us.
Oh, I see what I did here. I see, said the blind man.
Must push forward.
Let's get rid of all of that. Dang you. Dang you. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to start at the bottom right of that thing. So I can do the bottom right of this thing. You know, if I've had people that have helped me before that would get offended by me doing this. But I'm glad Tiger's not like that. Excuse me. All right, let's get all the fonts the same size now. 18 maybe? How come nothing is shrinking? Let's go with 12. Is there like go black. Don't customize it. We'll take it down there. How did I build my Phoenix? Oh, there you go. I love those keywords, man. Isn't the keywords awesome in the chat? So you can see all that. I feel like something else is up here. Single space. And there's none of that. Center everything. I feel like there's like extra lines in here or something. I don't know what is going on. Why is everything grabbing, going to the top and all that? Something's not right. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a new chart real quick. A new table rather, because I'm kind of curious as to what's up with this. Let's go ahead and grab that one, and then I'm going to say paste without formatting. Oh, figures it would do that. Okay, that didn't get me anywhere. That didn't get me anywhere. I don't understand why this thing is trying to stay so large. All right. Everything's 12. No bullets. There we go. It was some kind of a formatting problem. Alright, so now I'll go ahead and change this back to white. And we'll center it again. That's cool, man. I wonder if that's new. Clear formatting. That's new. Well, if you don't have any charged armor, obviously corrosive and penetrative are going to be your biggest friends on your Phoenix. Corrosive and penetrative. So anything that you can put on there that'll help you with penetrative damage and corrosive damage is what's going to help you out. I would avoid deflection at all costs. Don't put any deflection on there because PvE targets tend to have deflection bypass. So it needs to be a defense attribute, okay? You're going for resistance. You're going for penetrative resistance and corrosive resistance. Those are your two main things. And you probably want about an equal amount of each, quite honestly. Equal amount of each, as much as you can get of both. So, you know, and you want well into the 90s. Well into the 90s if you can get there. All right. Let me reload my game real quick. I mean, you've seen my build. The only reason I use charged armor is because, quite honestly, you know, I meant to talk about this earlier too. So if there's anybody still on here that was interested in the charged armor discussion, let me see here. Shipyard. So this is currently what I'm doing right here. Oh, dang it. I forgot to switch out that one. Okay. Let me see. Let's cancel that for a second. Man. All right. I want to clear that slot and I want to put another corrosive, the corrosive on there. Just because of the way my penetrating defense is 95, the corrosive defense is 76. So I'm really trying to emphasize the corrosive right off the get-go. But anyway, if you look at the weight, the corrosive defense on this is 18%. And let me just go ahead and take it into design mode so you can see. So this is corrosive defense is 18% on that. But if I take the D5 CO, you look at that number on there, its corrosive defense is also 18%. So basically this is the same thing. It gives me the 20 ship deflection, structure deflection. It does have the corrosive armor pull. So it's this corrosive armor pull though is only 63,750, and that's each. Okay, so that's my pull is going to be, because I have two on there, is going to be the 127,500 and 127,500 because I'm going to have two on there, and which I don't know. I guess that's is a good amount of damage, but it's, you know, each shot basically it's going to, if you look at the corrosive damage reduction, it says 525, and that's just a flat number. That's not a stackable figure. The so every shot that comes in corrosive damage hit, it's going to be reduced by 525. But I have to guarantee, it guarantees that I'm going to at least take one damage, so it's not going to be completely damage free. But anyway, why is that all of a sudden showing a weight problem? Oh, that's because I put that D5 CO in there. But anyway, but other than that, I mean, if you look at the weight on the D5 CO, it's 489 tons. If you look at the charge, the C1 CO, it's 125 tons. So that's basically, you can use the D5CO, but you're not going to be able to put as much weight on it. You're going to end up probably not being able to use as many talons. Or maybe you have to forego the phalanx. The phalanx by itself is 850 tons each. They are incredibly heavy. Incredibly heavy. The Talon missiles themselves are 450. But the Phalanx 4 is almost double that. So, but yeah, you still want to be able to get your corrosive defense up and your penetrating defense. Hopefully you at least have the alloy. Well, I'm sorry, there is no alloy for that. I know I'm using reactive armor, which is a researchable thing that we had 6 years ago. So. That'll work. That'll work, Ducky. Yeah, that's actually really good. That's actually really good. 78. Yeah, that's really good, bud. I mean, I'm at 76, so you're better than I am. You're better than I am. That just means that you're sacrificing somewhere else. You know, quite honestly, I don't know. Looking at this now, I bet if I put another Talon missile on there and one, let me see, missile, put that Talon on there instead, that dropped my weight down a whole lot. I might be able to actually put one of those corrosive armors on there. Yeah, look at that. And that gets me up to 81%. Yeah. A single phalanx 4, yeah, you're probably in good shape, bud. Sounds like you're on the right path, man. Sounds like you're on the right path. All right. Well, I do need to get off here. It's after 11 now, so it's definitely past my bedtime. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. How many people we got left on here? Uh, 16. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and make it rain real quick for everybody. And I'm going to do shout outs. All right. All right. And yeah, I'm just going to have to go back and review my slides later from work or something. Anyway, shout outs. We got Dirty Harry, Frogger, Ravenhead, 11 BPM 11, and what 11, Adam 991, Bullby Maximus, Charles 789, Devil Dog 86290, Dreadmaw Lex, Ducky D12, Figwent, Justice FF, is that Lel 385, Man of War 197, SCL 0813, and Troy A. Brown Sr. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate it very much. And enjoy my outro because it's awesome. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. YouTube.com/BattleVortex, 7 p.m. And if you're not a member of our Battle Vortex page, go to bp.battlevortex.tv and join up. And then we post stuff. You can actually get on a panel. If you check out the Thursday show, you like it, and you think that might be something you're interested in, try to join some roundtables, and maybe eventually we could talk about getting you in our guest arbiter program. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good one.
The price is wrong, bitch.